everyone! For this video, we'll be making omelets two ways, an American style and a French style. We'll start with the American style. This is a rainbow veggie omelet, so it's got lots of colors. We'll take one orange bell pepper and chop half of that into small 1/4-inch cubes. You can use other color bell peppers if you'd like, but using the orange completes our rainbow of veggies and is also a nice amount of sweetness for this recipe. So you can slice into strips and then into small chunks. You can save that other half of the bell pepper for something else. Now we'll take spinach and pack it into a 1/2 cup measure just to measure it out. And then we'll add it to the cutting board and give it a rough chop. Doesn't have to be perfect or any particular size. This will just help it cook down in the pan. Now we'll take a small handful of tomatoes. I have grape tomatoes here, but you could also use cherry tomatoes. And we'll chop these into quarters, so in half once and then in half again. It's nice to use a serrated knife for chopping tomatoes because it won't squish the tomatoes and it'll slice through the skin easily. Once those are chopped, we'll grab some red onion and dice just a small amount, about 1 to 2 tablespoons of a nice fine dice. You can always use more if you want more of an onion flavor in your omelet. Once all our veggies are chopped, we will take a small skillet, spray with cooking spray, and place over medium heat. Add your onions and pepper. We'll cook this until the peppers are just a little bit soft, so only a couple minutes. Once our peppers start to get soft, we can add the spinach. We'll let all these cook together until the peppers are completely soft and the spinach is wilted. You can stir occasionally. Once those veggies are done, we can take them off of the heat and grab a small bowl. In that small bowl, we'll put our tomatoes and rip up some herbs. This can be parsley or basil or cilantro. Add your pepper mixture and mix it all together. We'll set this aside while we make our egg mixture. Take a small bowl and crack 2 large eggs into the bowl. Then we'll take 1 tablespoon of water and mix that all together. Add a little bit of pepper and mix that in too. Now we'll take our skillet, put it back over medium heat and add some more cooking spray. Add your egg mixture, and we're gonna let this sit and cook for quite a while. You don't need to stir it, you don't need to touch it with the spatula, just let it cook until the eggs are almost set. You can test with the spatula when you think they're almost done. And this is when we'll add our veggie mixture. So add about half of that veggie mixture to one side of the eggs. You can use the other half for another omelet. Now we'll take some Monterey Jack cheese, just a tablespoon or 2. Use your spatula to loosen the edges and flip one side of the omelet to the other. A little bit of egg might escape and that's okay. You can let this sit to cook longer, or if you like a runny omelet, you can transfer it to a plate and enjoy. Now we'll do our French omelet. We're gonna take 1 tablespoon of butter and chop that into cubes. These cubes will go in a small bowl and into the freezer. Now we'll crack our eggs, so take 2 large eggs that are chilled. And with the 3rd egg, you're gonna separate the whites from the yolk and only add the yolk. Once that goes in the pan, wash your hands, add some salt and pepper, and mix this really well. Break the yolks up and use a nice moderate pace with your fork to stir until the yolks and whites are really well combined. We don't want any sort of separation between the two for this omelet. So keep going until it's nice and combined. And then we'll add a skillet over low heat with a little bit of oil. Let that heat up for 10 minutes. When it's heated up, add half of your frozen butter cubes. Swirl those around in the pan and let them melt. The other half of those butter cubes go in our egg mixture. As the butter melts and is completely coated in the pan, now we can increase the heat to medium-high and add our egg mixture. Using wooden chopsticks or wooden skewers if you have them, Make circular motions all around the pan for the entire time that the eggs are cooking. You can use the chopsticks or skewers to scrape the edges of the pan too, but do this consistently as the eggs cook. Once they're almost done, you use a rubber spatula to smooth it into a layer. Now we'll add some shredded Gruyere or Swiss and some green onion or chives. Cover it with a pan for 1 to 2 minutes. Now we'll take our spatula and loosen the edges and slowly fold one side of the omelet over the other to make a roll. You can tilt the skillet if you need to help the omelet roll. Now we can transfer it to a pan, sprinkle it with a little more green onion or chives, and enjoy. Thanks for watching!